Good morning, dear students. Today I will discuss about chapter 6, changes around us. Today I will discuss activity 1. Today I will discuss activity 1. So in first activity it is given that to study the effect of heat on the metals. Which kind of effect when it will heat, then which kind of effect it can takes place. What are the materials required for the activity? A lock with tightly fitting key and a fire tongs or tweezers and a burner or spirit lamp. So what you will do in the activity? First, you will take method, enter the key in the key hole of the lock. Then what you will see? You will see that key enters the key hole without any difficulties. Key enters the key hole and take out the key and hold it in the fire tongs or tweezers and heat the key on the burner for spirit lamp for 2 minutes. The spirit lamp you will heat for 2 minutes and then again try to enter the key into keyhole. Then you will notice that key does not enter the keyhole because iron metals expends on heating. Metals expends on heating, and then when you will allow the key to cool to the room temperature, and again because it will not enter into the keyhole, and again when you will allow to key to cool to the room temperature, then you will see that, and when again try to enter it into the keyhole, then you will notice that the key enters the keyhole. When you will allow to cool into the room temperature, then you will see that it key enters the keyhole. And why does this happens? Why does this happens? Because on heating the key expands, and as the size of the key becomes bigger than the keyhole, that's why it does not enter into the keyhole and it cannot enter it. On cooling, the key again contracts to its original size and hence easily enters the keyhole, and thus we can conclude that change in size or shape takes place on heating, and however on cooling the change can be reversed, and on cooling the change again can be reversed. So we can say that to study the effect of heat on the metals, when we will remove the cause, then again it can change in its original size. Now come to the activity 2. Activity 2 is to study the change in the shape of different materials by applying force. When you have to applying force, then materials can be changed shape and size, and after when we will remove the cause, then again it will come in its original shape. So what are the materials required for the activity? Rubber band and a ball of duff, a sheet of newspaper. Method: change the shape of rubber band by applying a stretching force, and now stop applying force and you will notice that rubber band gets its original position at once, and shape the ball of duff into flat chapati by pressing. Now try to bring the chapati into its original shape of ball, and you will notice that more force is required in shaping and reshaping. And further, the newspaper sheet, by pressing it again try to bring it back to its original shape, and you will notice that for folding it and then bringing it back to its original shape required force, and thus we can conclude that change in size or shape can be brought about by applying force, and change in the shape and size by applying some kind of force. And when you have to remove the cause, means when you have to remove the cause, then you can see that it will again come in shape and size. It will come in again its original shape and size. So this is about activity 1 and 2. So you will take a revision of these two activity.